Alexa, stop. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Are you guys excited? This week has been a little crazy, a little chaotic, but don't mind my printer. Getting ready to send out my thank yous. Yep, I went to Target and I got the peeps. Get these little packs for $1 and they've got 4 little peeps in them. And I am sending it with, I just made a quick flyer. I use the app Over, but you can use Canva too. And then it just says, thank you for supporting my mama run business. You make a huge impact on me and my family, Jacqui Duran. And so then I'm just going to take my paper cutter, cut these out. Those will go in my package. And then I'm making some little stickers. Which ones are these? These are the Avery 22805. 22805. I love getting the Avery labels because it's so easy, because all you have to do is make whatever graphic and whatever program you want. Go to avery.com. You can even make it there on avery.com. And all you do is you put in the number that is on your box or your package of labels, and boom, it puts it into the right shape and you're good to go. So this is going to say you're one of my favorite peeps, because peeps. So I'm just going to stick those on there. I'm going to get those out the door today. So fun. All right. We have, we've got a lot going on, and I am excited. I don't know what they're doing out there. I'm excited because have you guys gotten, now maybe you haven't gotten the warmer of the month, but that's okay. This warmer is absolutely adorable. I love it. I love the neon lighting in it. Life is beautiful. It is an element warmer. So, yeah, it's on. So it's a little warm to the touch. But I unboxed this and I am just in love with it. The detail on this warmer is, it's so pretty. And so I think I'm gonna, it almost is Pioneer Woman, like, you're right, with the colors and the flowers. Very good. Yes, I agree. I agree. So I haven't quite decided where it's going to live yet in my house. So for now, it's just sitting right there. But I am excited for that because I think it's going to be, it's a little bit different than the warmers that we've had lately. So I think that, I think it'll draw some attention. Trust me, I'm still getting some things unpacked, and yes, I must agree that I really don't need any more warmers. As much as I would like more warmers, do I need them? No. Do I have to have some of them? Yes. It's a problem. Yes. Okay, Heather, you can totally do this. Okay, you can do this. You can go to avery.com. That will even give you, when you go to avery.com, you can choose to have it print. Like, this is how I make these, right? So I go to avery.com and like I said, I use Over to create my graphics, but you don't have to do that. You can do all of that in Avery, but I just choose to do it this way. And so I make up a graphic really quick, and then I go to avery.com, and then what I do is I will search for postcards. And that way it will print it as like a postcard size, and it prints 4 to a page. All I have to do is upload my image, kaboom. And then if I want to add a QR code, they have a QR code creator on avery.com. So you can click the little plus sign on avery.com and you can find your QR code. You just put that in there. And then, yeah, then all you have to do is print these out and then mail them out. Yes. So don't freak out. You can totally do this. I know, right? Like, this warmer was not something, Canva too. Yep, Canva too. This warmer was not something that normally is like my style. But it's just, it's so unique that it's adorable. Like, that's how I feel about it. I don't know. kind of pretty. All right, of course it stopped printing now. I still got to print out my stickers. Okay, anyway, so find little ways that you can say thank you to your customers. I think that that's important, especially right now, with everything that's going on, right? With all the product launches, with all the new things, it doesn't have to take a whole lot of time. It doesn't have to take a whole lot of money too, right? You can even get some little cards, some note cards, write them a handwritten note. Thank you so much for supporting my business. Put a stamp on it, get it out the door, right? So it doesn't have to be, oh, well, I can't go and, get candy or whatever to send out. That's fine. Don't do it. Only do what you can. But things that don't cost any money are a personal text, right? Just to text them and say, thank you so much. Your purchase really means a lot to me and my family right now. And I appreciate you. And I appreciate you supporting my business in all that you do, right? Or whatever. However you want to say it, whatever feels natural to you. You can send a text. You can call them if it's somebody that you would normally talk to. You can even record like a cute little video on your phone, or you could go into like Instagram or Snapchat, something like that, maybe even a TikTok, right? And put a fun filter on it to say thank you, save it to your phone, and then text that out, right? That's a fun, different way that you can say thank you without spending a single dime. So to take care of the fact that maybe mailing right now is just too expensive, it's not in your budget, you don't have those extra funds, you don't have to cost a single dime. It doesn't have to cost a single dime to say thank you. So saying the thank you is really what is priceless, right? It's priceless to our customers. And with as many things that I purchase online, whether it's Etsy or sticker shops or whatever, right? I personally don't get a whole lot of thank yous from those. I know that they're women-run businesses or small-run businesses, mama-run businesses. I can probably count on one hand how many times that I've gotten a thank you for my purchases, right? So if I did, that would really stand out to me. So find ways that you can stand out to your customers. If that's a thank you, if that's, hey, I ordered the scent of the month kit, and you know what, you've purchased through me recently or for the first time or whatever, I'd love to give you a bar of the new scent, right? I've got it on hand. Find ways that you can do that. That's a super quick and easy way. April scent, I have to say, I have not yet warmed it. I was waiting to warm it until tomorrow. Where did I put? Oh, they're over there. I'm still getting used to where everything is. I put them over there. Oh, another thing I was going to share too with what I'm doing, just as a fun feature. I need more room. Okay. I got the Life's a Garden wax collection, right? I got it for myself. So I got the collection in the bag, right? Absolutely love them. So what I'm going to do, instead of like trying to order more, whatever, I mean, I've already added some of them to my Scentsy club. I'm not going to lie. I have, because there's some of them that I think are really cute, really great scents. But what I'm going to do is I am going to take my crinkle cutter. I just got a new one off of Amazon, fairly cheap. It looks crazy, but it's fairly cheap. So I got my crinkle cutter, my new one, because I've had my old one for probably 8 years, and it's just all gunky and blah. And so I was like, okay, it's time. It's time to invest in a new one. It was like $4 or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bars and take a cube, and I'm going to send it to 4 people. 4 people. I'm going to take, slice off a little bit, put it in a bag, right? Label it. I'll figure out some label to do, or you can hand write on stickers. That's fine too. And then when we were at Lowe's over the weekend, I went ahead and I picked up just 4 little seed packets. So I got 2 in parsley and I got 2 basil. Now these were like $1.78 a package. So they're probably cheaper elsewhere. We just happened to be going to Lowe's and I was like, oh, they'll probably have little seed packets, right? It's spring, you guys. So if you have maybe one of those bars, if you also ordered the collection, this is a great idea. But it doesn't have to be with this collection either. I mean, it could be other things, but I'm going to go ahead and cut off little pieces to send samples. So one of each of the 5 scents. So they'll get 5 little samples. And then I'm going to throw in 1 packet of seeds. And then I'll probably, again, just like I did with this, right? I'll make up some little graphic or whatever, and I'll print it off on paper. I just use regular paper. If you want to get fancy and send cardstock, you can do that, right? And so print that up, or handwrite a note, throw it in an envelope. It's not going to weigh too much because your samples, try and do them a little bit thinner, or you can do felt samples if you'd like to do that. And then these seed packets hardly weigh anything at all. Throw them in a cute little envelope, send them out the door. So that's how I'm going to help promote the Life's a Garden wax bundle. So, and like I said, I only got 4 packets because I'm just going to send these to 4 people. I'm going to find my people who I think would really be interested in this, right? The whole point is for me not to sit here and spend a whole ton of money mailing stuff out, right? So I'm going to pick 4 people. Choose your limit. Maybe it's just 2. Maybe you're like, okay, I'll just pick up 2 things. But again, it's another fun way to engage your customers, not only by saying thank you, but sending them a fun surprise in the mail. And you guys, getting a fun surprise in the mail can really just completely change the whole relationship between you and a customer, because they're going to look to you as somebody who goes that extra mile, right? When you have somebody who's going that extra mile, you're more likely to do business with them again, right? It's probably the same thing with your local restaurant, maybe in town, that you love to go to, and the service is always great, right? Or, you know, whatever, right? They greet you as soon as you walk in the door, and you're like, I'm totally going to come back here again, right? I always feel like I'm valued when I walk in. It's the same thing when we're doing these kinds of things, right? So find ways that you can make your customers feel valued. And that is a really special thing. I'm not a genius. I'd like to think that I am, but I am totally not. But I only got the idea because when I opened the package and they send you in that wax collection a packet of seeds, and I was like, well, heck, I can probably go buy some packets. I mean, hey, whatever works, right? So you do that. Fun ways to say thank you. Follow-ups are amazing ways to really, like I said, keep your customers happy, keep them expecting surprises, showing them that you're going above and beyond. So find ways that you can do that. Use some of these ideas, find some new ideas. It does not matter, as long as you're saying thank you. Hero, that's my bag. Can you bring that back, please? Can Mama see? Can Mama see? Can I see? Can I see? Got one of my mailing bags out of the trash. Can I see? Fine. You're not my favorite dog right now. Anyway, all right. I'll fight with the dog later. All right, so we are still working towards our incentive. This is exciting. Like I said, remember, if you have your tracker printed out, that is a great reminder to have. I think that all of us can really focus on enrolling new team members so we can at least get one of them to certified, because that is going to earn you level 1 of the incentive. You also have to have that 1,000 cumulative, okay, cumulative in sales, right? But it's so doable just to do level 1. So I really want to encourage you guys to use those reasons to follow up, to touch base with your customers, to really build those relationships. Things I don't see them, and I totally see them. But those are the ways that your customers are going to actually be more engaged with you, right? So that's either going to help you with sales, or it's going to help you in having those conversations of, wouldn't you rather get paid on the Scentsy that you're already buying, right? So that's a great way to talk about offering the opportunity of joining Scentsy. for somebody who just wants to do it as a hobby, doesn't want to do it as a full-time business. They don't have to. They can totally just do it by fighting with their dog. I won. Victory is mine. Okay. It's a great way to have those conversations with your friends and your customers, like I said, about the opportunity of Scentsy. Because even if they're just doing this as a hobby and they're ordering Scentsy every month, every other month, right? This is something that they can actually do for themselves. And it's a way that they can, again, get paid back on what they're already buying. But let me tell you that a lot of those people who are just doing this as a hobby or just doing it because they love the product, they can change their mind later. Hi, I'm a living example of changing their mind later and deciding, I really do want to try and do this as a business, right? So, and you know, it's great to be able to bring in those team members who have that love of the product, because let's face it, right? We as consultants, we get very, very excited over the things that come out with Scentsy. And so here we go. Okay, we're just going to move the trash can up there because this is his way of asking for attention. He's like a child. This is honestly, he's like a child. He's a child. He's a toddler is what he is. Okay. Now he's looking for another way to get into trouble. So we're going to work on sponsoring new team members. We're going to work on follow-ups, because follow-ups are truly where your business is going to come from and blossom from. Because, like I said, being able to show that going above and beyond measure is really going to make a difference for people. And it's going to bring them back to you. And it's going to make them also give you out as a referral, right? So if they are having a conversation with somebody or they're talking with somebody, whether it's at work or whatever, and either Scentsy happens to come up, or maybe they notice that they also have a scent circle in their car, right? Great way for referrals. They're going to refer you when they are talking about Scentsy. And they're going to talk and probably brag a little and be like, guess how great my Scentsy person is, right? Like these are the ways that they say thank you to me, right? So they're going to remember those experiences. They're going to pass those on. You're going to have those referrals when it comes in. So referrals, we're working towards the incentive. We've got our April warmer and scent of the month happening. And as we go into April, we are really going to try and have a lot of fun. Now, some of you were with us last April, and this is when our hypergrowth, honestly it was. This is when hypergrowth really began, was last April, right? We were fresh into a new normal of quarantine, right? And the whole thing. But this is when our hypergrowth really began. And a lot of that was we as consultants really sitting down and saying, we are going to be in control of our own businesses. We are going to take the wheel. We are going to drive ourselves forward. And so if you remember, we had our huge moment of active in April. So we are gearing back up to try and really feed ourselves off of the excitement that we had last year as well. So with that being said, you're going to see a lot of different things coming up for the big movement, right? So please make sure that you are dialed into the Facebook groups. There's going to be amazing trainings coming out from all leaders throughout Scentsy. We are really going to go all out for April. Getting yourself set up for that is going to really just make it so much easier. This is why I'm talking about doing follow-ups this week, because when you're going to send out these follow-ups, hopefully you guys are going to take some of these ideas, whether it's just sending them a text, sending them a fun Snapchat with a funny filter, right? Have fun with it, or sending out something cute, whatever, in the mail. By putting out these follow-ups now, that way in April, those customers will have had those follow-ups or have had those experiences, and they're ready, right? They're ready for you. And that's what we really want to prepare our businesses for, right? We want to prepare ourselves and get our customers in the mindset of, hey, I'm over here and I am working and I am all in on my business, and I want you to be as well, right? So showing them that you are all in, showing them that you are working your business. These are little ways that you can really just plant those seeds, whether that means sales, whether that means sponsoring. It also is going to mean, if you have team members, to really make sure that they are a part of our Facebook groups, because you guys, we are going to be pushing out so much content that you're going to want your new team members, or your team members in general, right, to at least be dialed in, because there's probably going to be a whole lot of things going on that they're either going to want to try, want to do, want to implement in their business, right? And it's going to get them motivated. So the more that we can motivate ourselves and our teams, the better. All right, Hero, you're shaking my desk, which is shaking the camera. Sorry for anybody having motion sickness. So we want to start building that momentum. We want to start building that excitement. So like I said, follow-ups is a great way to do that. Making sure that you are posting on a regular basis on social media. That can mean Instagram, that can mean Pinterest, that can mean Twitter, that can mean Facebook, that can mean Snapchat, that can be TikTok. I don't care what it is that you're using or where you find that you get the most interaction, but go for it, okay? A great way to do it on Facebook in particular, to really be showing up and be consistent with those postings, is to use Vizly, Vizzlie, okay? You can do this. You can actually set it up and you can track a group or you can track a page, right? So whether that's you have a Facebook business page or whether or not you have a Facebook VIP group or something like that, right? You can track a group, and that way you can schedule your posts in advance. You can schedule them as far out as you want, but this will actually automate that social media presence for you. This is really, really important because, again, that consistency of people seeing that you are working your business, that you are involved with Scentsy, right? All of us know, probably other people, SendShare. Yes, I still have to watch some training videos on SendShare. It's a good one. It's so great. It's a little bit more technical. So those of you who are like, no, that's not me, I would try Vizly first. Because it is super user-friendly, but ScentsShare, oh my gosh, it has amazing features within it, right? It has a lot of different things that I haven't even mastered yet. So it's definitely one that I've got my eye on, and I'm trying to work more into my personal development of learning it. So I will be sharing with you guys as I learn that, but Vizly is really great. Yeah, you don't need the codes for ScentsShare. You can. I think there are ways that you can actually share. I don't know if they call them codes, though, in ScentsShare. Maybe they're campaigns or something. I can't remember. It's something. But I know that you can. Like, you can share templates or something like that within it with your teams. Vizly is just really great because it does give you the option of, if somebody creates one, you can just type in that code and you'll automatically have that template with everything. It's really, really user-friendly that way. Like I said, ScentsShare does have a lot of the same integrations and more. Yes, folders. That's what it is. I knew there was something in there because I remember looking at it going, oh, that reminds me of Vizly. So Heather's on my wavelength. So you want to just start finding ways that you can utilize these tools to help you in your business, right? So my whole point of this is that I don't want you to feel like you have to be on Facebook or on social media 24/7, because honest to goodness, you do not. I personally am not. It may appear that way to my customers or people who follow me, but I am not. and a lot of you already know this, right? I am not a fan of Facebook, but I know that a good part of my business needs to be here, right? Not only with you guys to be able to connect you here, but also with my customers, right? It's another place that they are looking that I want to make sure that they remember and realize I am consistently showing up for this business. This is not just a, oh, I'm going to give it a try and see what works kind of a thing. Because people start to follow you, start to trust you, start to like you, right? When they see that you are committed to something. So if they are only seeing you talking or posting about Scentsy maybe once a month or once every 4 months or whatever, right? They're really not going to be bought into the fact that you're bought in. And that's going to make them go, oh, well, I wonder if they really, oh, I saw that this is launching, right? That new Life's a Garden wax collection is out. And I wonder if my friend is still selling Scentsy. I don't know, right? If they're having to ask that question, then that means you're not posting enough. Point being is, though, you can post without doing it and without being there 24/7, because let's get down to brass tacks. We are also here because most of us are supporting our families, right? We are doing this for a greater good in our lives. And so the whole point is not to be on social media 24/7. You just have to have that consistent presence on there. So being able to utilize these great things like SenseShare, like Visly, right? These are ways that you can do that. Now, if you don't want to even use those apps or they're also websites, right? You can go to the website. But you don't even have to use that, because with Facebook, you can actually schedule your posts. So hopefully you guys are familiar with that. You cannot do it on your personal page. You can, however, do it in a group page. Let me just... Is it in the group or is it on the... Am I in a group? Hold on. Let's make sure I'm in a group, because I want to make sure that I'm telling you the right thing here. There we go. I'm just going to type, I'm scheduling this post. Ask me how. It's in our group. Heads up. There's a little scheduler button, whether or not you're on the computer or you're on your phone. It'll just look like a little calendar is what it will look like, or you know what I mean, like the outline of a calendar. And you can set up the date, you can set up the time. Oh my good gracious. Okay, let's set this one up. What time is it now? It is 1:29. So we're gonna say at 1:30 p.m. Why won't it let me do it at 1:30? Really? I don't know why it won't let me do that. 2 o'clock is the soonest time it'll let me do it. I don't know why. Anyway, but you can do that on the computer. So I just did that on my PC. You could went to go reach for my phone. It's right here. Okay, you can do it on your phone as well, right? Same thing. And so if you've got a VIP page, or a business page, whatever, right? So you can sit down, take some time, take like maybe 30, 45 minutes, whatever, one day a week even, and sit down and go, okay, on Monday, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe just a Monday through Friday thing. Maybe it's going to be every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, right? Just pick a little bit of a routine. You can, of course, find graphics in our Facebook groups, right? So you can share those. Any pictures that are posted, and I know some of you have different directors, sponsors, things like that, right? That may have pages as well. But at least for the hashtag Scent365 tribe and for the Scented Bliss page, if there is something in there, I'm telling you right now, you are able to use that, okay? So you don't have to ask for those things. So we share those simply so you also have access to them. So if you see a cute picture, if you see a graphic that speaks to you, you're like, oh, I want to be able to use that. Feel free. Use it, okay? Save it to your phone, save it to your computer, whatever you need to do. And then use that to schedule your posts out for at least the upcoming week, because what that's going to do is save you so much time And again, what you're going to gain in that is that consistency in your business. People are going to start to see that you're consistently posting, right? And you want to kind of break up those posts. It doesn't need to be a salesy post. So please take any of that salesy jargon out of your vocabulary. Okay, take that out. You really want to be sharing the things that you're loving. So whether or not you got the Life's a Garden wax collection and you love one of those scents, use that. Maybe you got last month's scent of the month, right? And you love that. Maybe you got this scent of the month that's coming up, right? Use the things that you're loving. Use the things that you already have, right? So if you have a warmer in your house, take a picture of it. If you want to get a little bit more creative, then do a reel or do a quick video on TikTok or on Snapchat of you changing the wax, right? Something like that that you can use, save to your device, and then schedule a post out. Again, it's just going to show that you're consistently there. And when you are consistently there and when you're putting out content that has value, meaning you're either sharing a tip, sharing something you love, sharing a fact like, did you know this is how you can change your wax? If you just have some cotton balls, it will soak up the wax, right? Something like that. If it has value, people are going to like it, right? I mean, when I say like, they're going to like push the button, right? Or tap to like it. And that's going to help you to show up in their algorithm more often. Okay. So that's another reason why specifically on social media, you need to be consistent because you want to make sure you're showing up in their feeds. Deborah, yes. Using scheduling. Excellent. Excellent. And the sample posts, yes, especially that Tracy does in the Scented Bliss group. Those are so helpful. I personally have used those a handful of times, right? Because as much as I think, oh, I can do this, I can write this out. Sometimes you just have those days or those moments where you're just like, I do not feel creative at all. That's what we are here to do, is to help you with those ideas. So feel free to utilize those. These are resources for you guys, okay? So making sure that you have the things that you need. And if there's something that you need, or if you have an idea and you're like, how, maybe you're watching somebody and you're like, how in the world are they doing that? Ask. That's what these groups are here for, specifically on Facebook too, is we are here to help you learn. We are here to help you understand how to do these things. So maybe it's something you've seen 100 times, but you're just like, I can't figure out how in the world they're doing this. How do they make that happen, right? Maybe you're on Instagram and you really want to try doing reels and you're like, I need help. I don't quite understand how to make a reel. That's okay. That's okay. And it is the perfect opportunity for you guys to ask these questions. I know myself personally, I will be more than happy to screen share something on my phone or on the computer, whatever, just to help you out. Because I know that there's all different things that people are doing all over the place that even for me, I like to think that I'm pretty tech savvy, that I keep up with all the trends, right? But there's probably things along the way that I've seen that I'm like, I have no idea how that just happened, right? I want to learn. So I will either ask somebody or I will YouTube it or Google it, like how to do Instagram Reels, right? I did that when Reels came out, just because I wanted to get better in like doing transitions and stuff like that. If you're familiar with TikTok, it works basically the same way. So don't think that you have to learn something brand new if you already know a little bit about it. But of course, YouTube is really going to be a great place for you to go to be able to get those tips and ideas. Really maybe see different perspectives. Apparently Jacqui needs more of her caffeine to be able to get those done. So Miss Kylie, I see you. Miss Kylie, hello. Newest star consultants. Amazing. Superstar is in her sights. So do the things that you see people who are having success do. If you need help in figuring out how to do those things, ask us. We're all here for you. And I guarantee you that the people in this team, specifically in this group, we are really going to make sure that you know what you need to know and help you find your answer. Okay, so that's what we're here for. You want Starbucks? I actually only stopped because I did a quick Target pickup because I had to go get the peeps for $1, right? So I just went on my Target app and I did a schedule to pick up. And I was coming home and I happened to glance over and I was like, ooh, there's no line at Starbucks. So I just quickly ran through. Hey, Mikey Mike. So yes, so that's the only reason that I got Starbucks today. Because there was no line. And so that was fun. Plus it's a little rainy here. So anyway, all right, so get creative. We're going to really rock this out. Like I said, we're going to gear up for April. We are going to go big. We're going to go big in April. So make sure you're following along. You're going to learn so much. And our goal is to really bump our paychecks up. So that way we are doing the things that we need to do to take care of our family and our loved ones. So Miss Roxy, hello, my friends. All right, you guys, I'll be sharing some of what I'm doing, and I will post pictures, and feel free, like I said, to ask questions as you have them. But have a great rest of your week. I'll see you later.